my goodness.
Good
Hello.
morning. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Yes, welcome. Sorry we're late.
So today we're going to talk about port strikes and how they're
Yes.
going to impact
Fun.
resellers, or if they are going to impact resellers, I should say. We have 7 items going out, so it's been pretty consistently down.
Slow.
Consistently slow for us.
Yes.
But you will make do with what you have.
Yes.
So.
And we have some good sales, so that makes up for it.
A little bit. Yeah, okay. I'm with you on that. But before we get started, my name is Aaron.
I'm Amber.
And we are full-time resellers. And to jump into the topic, so we obviously have a port strike. A lot of locations on the East Coast specifically are going to be impacted about the goods. As far as the goods, I did a little bit of digging and trying to figure out what types of goods are going to be impacted. Mostly, you're going to see that's going to a lot of perishables, some pharmaceutical stuff. I don't really see how that's going to impact us, other than like your
as
normal,
far as reselling goes.
at normal day-to-day life,
Right.
it will, but not on that. I'm not on that side of things. I don't expect it to impact us, but I do see electronics as being an option, and you're going to see a lot of goods that are going to be coming from China specifically that are also going to be impacted. So all of the stuff that we import, and I will say that a lot of the stuff that we do import is generally like toys and stuff like that we typically have. Either we're selling it resold or we found it new and then we're selling it that way. And I was thinking of it too as an analogy. When you were a kid, did you have the Christmas book that you circled?
Toys R Us.
Yeah, like you go through, you circle stuff. And let's say, for example, that thing had like 50 pages.
Yeah, they just got like a Walmart one or an Amazon one.
Yeah.
So they still get those.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, using that as an example. I would say that if this happens to extend for an extended period of time, so let's say if it takes about a month, it is going to have an impact.
For sure.
I think if it's like 1 or 2 weeks, I don't think it's going to drastically impact our business at all. But if it does extend to about a month or longer, which is possible, and I mean, who knows?
We are strictly talking about our eBay
reselling aspect.
Yes.
It could essentially come out as if they ripped out 10 pages.
Yeah.
5 pages. Or, maybe it's every week it's a page that's just getting ripped out. And a lot of it's going to be because those items are going to be coming in either short supply, so therefore the price goes up, and then it's no longer a feasible
attainable
or a good option for somebody to purchase, or it just no longer becomes available in time for Christmas shopping. So almost look at it as if like that 50-page thing, and I don't know, maybe it's 2 pages every week, maybe it's 3 pages every week. How much that's going to help. But if you think about it, it's just going to shorten the pool of options that are going to be available for people when it comes to Christmas shopping. So I would expect that we should see an increase in sales for Q4, or at least if anything else, it should counteract some of the uncertainty that people have with regards to the economy and stuff like that. So, like, personally, one of the things that we try to do with our own internal family is be like, look, don't buy us gifts. We don't want gifts.
Yes.
We're grown adults, and
we always get what we want throughout the year.
And I don't want to have to give you gifts. We could reduce the cost across the board. We don't have to play the
Let's just have fun and play games.
And like, give me eggnog, let's just drink and we'll have fun and we'll be merry on a Christmas Day and Thanksgiving and all that.
But it's really hard when our family, I enjoy giving gifts. Like that is my love language. So giving things to people, like you're taking that from me.
Yeah.
And I know like the majority of my family is the same way. We show our love by gifting things. So it's easy for you because that's not your love language.
Well, so whenever anybody asks, like, what do I want for, Christmas or anything like that, I'm like, just get my kids more gifts.
Yeah.
Like, don't give me anything. I don't need anything. I'm good.
But still, that would like defeat, like the
whole
thing is still
the
there.
whole point is like, I don't want the gifts, and I'd rather them just, hey, we'll just shake each other's hand and call it a happy Merry Christmas. And
it never works that way, but we try.
It has worked out that way before. It's not common, but it has worked out that way before. So I do think that just to sum it all up, I do think the length of it is going to play a huge impact. And I think the longer that it drags out, the less options that are going to be available. And I think if you are somebody that likes to plan ahead of time,
Yeah.
you need to go ahead and make your list and start shopping now.
Right.
Go ahead and get the items that you want.
Yep.
Make sure that you get that all finalized. Don't wait last minute.
But also, like, tip of the day, toilet paper is made in Alabama. So there's no reason to go and panic buy toilet paper.
Just get a bidet.
That too, but you still need some toilet paper.
But get a bidet, and helps, stretch out the toilet paper aspect. So, comments that you can read, or
No, there's some stupid ones on here.
Okay, so we will.
There's a lot of people that need to be blocked right now, so I'm going to work on that, and you can start talking.
Okay, so we did also. So I'm going to pivot to our sales for today, and so first up, we did sell an item that was a Vero. So I did list this initially on eBay, and then it was taken down due to copyrights. So these are, what are these called? Oyo, OYO. And these are little mini figures, and they are all for the Toronto Blue Jays. So you have a Russell Martin, and then you have a Joe Carter, and an R.A. Dickey. So all these Toronto Blue Jays, Oyo Sports, which is like a knockoff of Lego.
Yeah.
Sold for $20 plus shipping, and they sold on Mercari. So after we got it taking it down on eBay, we listed it on Mercari and did get a sale there. So you can do that. That's kind of how we've almost used our Mercari account almost exclusively, where it's just got stuff that we can't sell on eBay, or stuff that I'm fearful I can't sell on eBay. Yeah. I will put over there, because I'm not wanting to jeopardize my eBay store in any way, shape, or form. Right. So there's just the reality of the situation. Next up, our first sale on eBay was Do the Do Mountain Dew playing cards.
I'm surprised that wasn't taken down. Wow. I know it's vintage or whatever, but because it's like branded, licensed, sometimes those
$9.99 plus shipping on that set of playing cards.
Because we had some Mike's Hard Lemonade shoes that were taken down.
Yeah, I don't know what the purpose of that was, but it did happen. Carla Boniff, All My Life, the best collection of CD, brand new sealed, and this sold $7.95 plus shipping. All right, now we're getting into the bigger dollar items. These are some Eco shoes. These are brand new and never been worn, and you can see there. And these are made with yak leather.
Interesting.
So feels really good. We bought this last weekend, and we paid $30 for them and sold them fairly quickly for $94.95 plus shipping on these, and they're gonna love them.
Yeah,
they're in excellent condition. And the funny thing is, we also picked up another pair of shoes that I'm excited about with those that are limited edition Masters versions, Eco Freddie Couples, green Eco, like it's laser etched on the shoes, and those are going to go for a pretty penny, because they're limited edition. They only made a set number of those, so that one's a good sale. Next up, we have Spider-Man 3, which this doesn't seem like much, but then you realize this is actually a company hat.
That's
so this
cool.
was either a giveaway or something like that. So it does make it a little bit more desirable, and you just can't sleep on the company hats.
Yes.
This hat sold $19.95 plus shipping, and it did sell via promoted listing. Next up, we have a Harmonix Rock Band guitar. So I do test these, and these are always fun for you to ship. I know you love it.
Love it.
This one did have an issue where whenever I went to go and get it to do the star power, it wouldn't do the star power. So I had to push a button like select, I think, or something. I put it in the notes.
Yeah.
Like that's how you had to activate the star. And then also it doesn't come with the breakaway.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm kind of short on the breakaway, so I couldn't include that. So those were the two things. I made sure to put and put that information in the topic. But other than that, it is a perfectly good guitar, and it did take a while to sell, but it did sell for $42.70 plus shipping.
Alrighty.
On that one. And then our best sell of the day.
Yay. We have had this a very long time. It was in my death pile of clothes to list. So it sold fast. This is a Playboy sweater.
Okay.
What it is.
That sweater, it had stains on it, so if it
Yeah.
was in better condition,
Right.
it would have got more money. But in the condition it was in, $125 plus shipping sold via promoted listing.
Best clothing sale for the quarter for
So
sure.
7 total items. We did do a lot of listing yesterday. So
Yes.
we got a lot of activity to the store, and I would expect that sales would start to churn up.
Yeah, I listed a bunch yesterday too.
Because I listed a lot more and did a
Mhm.
lot more than I completely expected to do. So
Yep. So we shall see.
that would be the cardboard flavored cardboard. I don't know what kind of silly questions we're asking out here.
Oh, there were some weird ones.
Yeah.
So I'm caught up. I'll just say that. There's nothing else to address there. But yeah, so
Okay. Yeah, these people are crazy today.
that's some wild ones. And that's not the bad ones. Anyways, what are you doing today?
So I have a ton of golf clubs that need to be worked on.
Yeah, I did go sourcing yesterday and got golf clubs and a Nintendo Game Boy. What is it? I don't know. I still think it's a DS.
Game Boy Advance.
Okay, Game Boy Advance.
SP.
What did I say it was?
A DS.
What's the difference?
Nintendo DS plays DS games.
But does it look the same?
No.
No.
Not really. I
Okay.
mean,
well, I did FaceTime you, so
one
you did
is
see
a
it
lot
in the
smaller, and I mean they're both handhelds. They're both Nintendo handhelds. That's
So that was a good buy. I was thankful that I got something at the thrift store because normally I don't, especially
and then
at that one.
realized how much I hate sending you to thrift stores because you just kept calling me all day, like, "Hey, what about this?
I know.
Hey, what about this?" I said, "You know what?
Just
Google
Google
Lens
image. I'm like, I
is
like
so
my
much
Aaron lens. You tell me yay or nay.
No. But
so,
yeah. And did you get shoes too?
Nope.
Oh, okay. You put all those shoes
all
back.
All of them went back.
I just remember seeing the cart full as I was cleaning shoes, and I'm like, oh great, more shoes to clean.
No, they were all at the top, like the little seat part. It wasn't full.
Yeah.
It was full of the golf clubs.
Yeah. So it was. I mean, I would say yesterday was a very productive day. Probably the most productive day that we've had collectively in a long time. Because I only took a little bit of break to watch the Tigers win the playoff series. And then I went back to work.
Yeah.
And I was working late last night just because I want to make sure I get through everything. And we had a lot of shoes that we picked up this last weekend. So it was a good setup to where you clean a few shoes, you let them sit, and then I watched the game. And then when the game was done, I listed those shoes, then cleaned some more. And then those were done by like 9. And then I was able to list those. Nice. So
yeah.
And in between, I was able to list some other items too. So I probably listed like 25 items yesterday or more. And then you include the fact that I had to do the cleaning. And then we got a bunch of stuff that I still need to list that is golf related. So I'll be doing some more cleaning today. I'll probably be going to the thrift store first. Because I've actually gotten items this week, which is unusual.
Same. It was like almost dead yesterday when I went, which was very odd.
I think it's one of those things to where, people keep pricing things up and making it unappealing. Or maybe just people can't
make it right now.
Maybe.
Doing it. I don't know. And then there was power outages still in certain areas around us, so that could have also impacted things. So just never know. You got to try. There's no new messages, honey. Stop.
I'm just going to say hey to Jaden's crazy life. So, like, they messaged, and it was a sane message that made sense.
It was mixed in with all the awful ones. So.
I don't know what it is, but it seems like once a week we get bombarded with nonsense.
Yeah, spammers.
Yeah, but all right. Well,
what lesson learned? Look, I'm getting better. I'm not reading the crazy ones.
Yeah,
just trusting people.
That
bridge is burnt.
Not being trapped in it. Nonsense. But yeah, I think from a regular day standpoint, you're going to see some perishables that are going to become difficult to obtain.
Yeah, I heard like bananas and pineapples or whatever, like things exotic fruits.
Oddly enough, what it might end up doing a little bit is pushing some of the reliance back to domestic as opposed to importing.
I think it would be great. I mean, there's always with something bad, there's always something good that can come out of it, and I think this is going to show us how much we rely on other companies and imports and how important it is to bring manufacturing back to the U.S. Like not everything, but we definitely could do better at like
'Cause
making our own stuff again.
we hopefully won't be in the market for a car, which is one of the areas where
I don't even
it's
know
going
why
to
you
be
bring
hit.
that up. Now it's gonna like die on us.
No,
this
but I'm just
weekend.
saying, like cars are
Yeah.
gonna. They say are one of the ones
Okay.
that's importing, and you're gonna start seeing lesser cars, and
Right.
you'll get a little bit of a feel of what it was like during the pandemic
Yeah.
potentially. But I think that's strange and hard to believe. I almost want they want to manufacture
I know. I feel like that.
the falsehood of a shortage of cars when in actuality it feels like the car lots have been packed to the brim as of late because people aren't buying cars because they can't afford to buy cars
Right.
because the interest rate's too high
Yeah.
and they already got onto a bad deal. So you can't roll over that dead equity over to a new car
Yeah.
because you can't afford it. You can't afford the one that you already got.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I've seen some cars getting repoed and a lot of cars like dead on the sides of the roads and
or just missing a bumper.
yeah,
I've
like
seen so many cars missing
damaged cars.
bumpers.
Actually, I was sitting in the thrift store parking lot yesterday, and I was looking at my phone or something, getting ready to leave, and the lady next to me hit my car with her door, and I was like, ugh. So I get out. There was no damage, but looking at her car, I'm like, dang, how are you driving this thing? Like, it's falling apart on you.
So she didn't say anything?
She did. When I got over there, she was like, "Oh, there's no mark," and I was like, "I'm gonna look for myself," and there wasn't. And she had already walked off, and she's like, "Is there a mark?" I said, "No, you're good."
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just hard times for people. So
Yeah.
hopefully people can find deals on eBay and be able to still make, the purchases that they need.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I think you probably need to figure out what the plan is for Christmas and if you can start putting a bug in the ear.
I need a list, people. Give me your list.
Of
Shopping
no. I was gonna say not doing lists
No.
and not buying for each other so that we can
Oh,
save.
you're saying make a deal with everybody
Yeah,
that we
and
don't do it. I think that would
done.
be good.
Let's be done and not do it. You can
Okay.
buy stuff for our kids and then leave it at that.
Or just don't even do that.
Don't even do that. They're great. They got everything
They
they
like
need anyways.
getting together with family.
Yeah, so they don't need that. So
We'll see.
Santa only.
So we'll be listing today, and tomorrow is Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So we won't be on tomorrow. We'll be on Monday.
Yep, we'll be going.
We'll let you know how our sales go.
Yep.
We shall see. Because
Awesome.
was there one that canceled? That was in my dreams. I was working in my dreams.
Yeah, she was.
So
awesome.
I get credit for that.
Well, thank you, everybody. Take
Bye,
care.
y'all.
Have a great weekend.
See ya.